It is one of the most interesting vehicle in the Tesla lineup, and this is because of how it was produced, how it was designed, how it was built, and even the core functionalities of this vehicle is a little bit different than the rest of the lineup. According to Elon, the Model 3 was originally planned and designed to look like the future. It was supposed to look similar to the Cybertruck, but because it was the success of the company, they needed to hold back and be a little bit more modest with the design and keep it as simple as possible. Added to the fact that the Model 3 was built in a tent, it was originally called the Model E, and a lot of performance was nuked because they wanted to mass market the rest of the trims. This left a lot of potential available for the maxed out version of the Model 3, which a lot of you guys are excited for, including myself. If you guys want to know more about that, more about the performance Model 3 Ludicrous, go check out my last videos because there is a lot to get excited about. There is a lot of changes coming to this model. Now, with this car being the saving grace of the entire company, we would have thought that they've added a lot of special features to this car in the latest upgrade. However, there are a few things that I really wish that they would have added into it. First off, this is the only vehicle in the lineup that does not have a lift back. It has a typical trunk. That means that things like camp mode isn't gonna do very well in the actual camping scene. You're gonna have that trunk space and that lip up top where it makes it very uncomfortable. I do wish that Tesla eventually moves it over to a complete overhaul of a design so it matches up to vehicles that look just as sporty but does have that same practicality as you would typically see in an SUV. Now, because of the trunk situation, we have a vehicle that's the only one in the entire lineup that has a cross member right in the middle of the beautiful panoramic roof, and too bad because the Model Y, the Model S, and in some sense the Model X has a very special, unique feature to it. The unobscured view up top is fantastic in the Model Y. I'd say that is literally the best car, but the Model 3, it has none of that, and I really wish that Tesla does bring that to a future iteration of this model. Alright, now let's get on topic here. The biggest reason that I made this video is because the lack of the HEPA filter. On top of everything I've mentioned so far, it is also the only vehicle in the entire lineup that does not have a HEPA filter and bioweapon defense mode. Now, the reasoning to this is because the Model 3 is just too small to add a big HEPA filter to it. Now, this is just typically the characteristics of a HEPA filter. There is a large area needed to push out a small amount of air, and because of how thick it is, it needs a very large fan pushing through a lot of air, meaning that you're going to be creating a very large amount of noise. So imagine stuffing a HEPA filter for the interior cabin. You're either going to lose a lot of air pressure or you're going to create a lot of noise and strain on the system. Now, during the summer months, there has been a dying need for HEPA filters because of the forest fires, at least in North America. A lot of companies were creating these interior cabin filters and it just did not work. Now, a few months back, there were similar info about a HEPA filter coming to a Model 3 retrofit. However, it was eventually debunked, and when the Model 3 Highlands came off the line into customers' hands, we found out that there was no bioweapon defense mode and there was no HEPA filter at all. This was extremely disappointing because there were a lot of rumors of this feature finally coming to this model. Well, anyways, the time has finally come. In recent news, the HEPA filter is coming to the Model 3 Highlands, at least the newer ones coming off the line, and that is going to be a huge deal. On top of the Model 3s getting the HEPA filter and the bioweapon defense mode in the next couple weeks within the production line, we are also seeing that Tesla is providing a retrofit for the Model Ys that did not originally have this software and this filter. This means that finally every single car, be it old or new, is going to be getting the HEPA filter and this defense mode, and it's going to be great for next year when the summer hits and all the forest fire happens. On top of all this, we've started seeing with the Cybertruck that Tesla has been redesigning how the HEPA filter works and how it's going to be replaced. Now it is essentially user replaceable. Simply open up the front. There is a panel that you just need to open up and take out the HEPA filter, replace it with a brand new one, and you're good to go. So hopefully this moves over to the rest of the lineups as well. The Model S, X, 3 and Y is eventually going to get something like this, rather than something that is so tucked away and not user replaceable that you have to set up an entire service appointment just to get that thing out. So anyways, going back to my original statement, although the Model 3 lacks quite a bit of the features that the other lineups have, I would say it is the best driving vehicle in its lineup right now. So there's no beating out the Model 3 in any other sense. It's just that a lot of these features here and a lot of this design is a little bit lacking compared to the rest of them. But like I said, guys, the Model 3 Highland performance and the Model 3 lineup in general is going to be seeing a big upgrade. So hopefully we start seeing all these new features and these new design changes come into newer models. As the Model 3 arrives in North America, I will keep you as updated as possible on everything that's going on, all the little details and everything that you guys might have questioned to. Let me know in the comments below. I'll try to cover them as much as possible. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so I can continue to push out these videos. And if you guys want, hit me up on Twitter, chat with me over there at HeyJohnE. I'll try to keep you guys up to date over there even before here. So yeah, this should be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, peace out.